Welcome and salutations to all the 11 Vyaktitvas in us, the attitude of Seva in the world as long as we are through our Dharma. Knowing the value, respecting and doing again due Seva for Sanatana Dharma. Sufficient Vairagya leading to the required amount of calmness of the mind. Being a Bhakta to the God and then Shishya to the Guru. Then the mumukshutva, then the jignasutva. All of them are strengthened only when we listen. Therefore, shrotrutva. All these we do when we decide we are sadhakas, therefore sadhakatva. And this cannot happen just like that. Therefore, the vyaktitva of parishrama. All this we have to do, or we can do only when there is the continuous flow of prerana utsaha. Therefore, the utsaha lakshana. These are the 11 things we try to develop in ourselves with the help of the everyday in contact with Shruti Mata, everyday in tuning to the Guru Parampara, Guru Tattva, everyday in extending gratitude through remembrance and prayers to all the Devata Gana, everyday in Upasana to the Jagan Mata, and every day in again puja and sharanagati to Ishvara Tattva, and finally reminding and tuning continuously with the Brahma Tattva. So Brahma Tattva, Ishvara Tattva, Shakti Tattva, Devata Gana Tattva, Guru Tattva, Shruti Mata. These are our 6 continuous sources of information, inspiration, empowerment, removal of obstacles, answer of all doubts, questions. Therefore, we have to be relentlessly in touch with them every day. Having said so, before we do our beautiful Shwethashwathara Upanishad Adhyanam, so enchanting is and useful is the Sambandha Bhashya we are going through. One pahad we have crossed means so many quotes from Shruti, Smriti and Itihasa we have seen to know the glory of Brahma Vidya. Now in the second portion, as we yesterday said, once more, the Upanishad Shabda Artha also tells what is the content that is there discussed in the Upanishad and the glory of that content. And that inevitably happens to me, the Vidya only. Therefore, from that meaning also, moksha is possible only through the Vidya. This point is substantiated. We have to allow such knowledges to go deep into us. These intellectual exercises are the only way for the knowledges, convictions, and then the initiations to do the spiritual adhyatmic sadhanas. After this doing, with karma also moksha can be gained. This one sentence the Purvabhakshi says, denying that again from the Shruti Smriti Itihasa, so many quotations Bhagavan Shankara puts in front of us, and also the Yukti, etc. Okay, Shruti, Yukti, Sadhana, Anubhuti. At the time of the Yukti only, Upamana also. Shruti is the scriptural authority. Yukti is the logical inquiry to the extent wherever it can take us to. Upamana are examples. Sadhana is actually we have to do sadhana. Then the promised anubhuti of the moksha is gained. All this will be discussed. Before that, before we do our prarthana and sankalpa, just 2 minutes discussion we do today, not much. That is, in a full mood of inspiration and enthusiasm, let us try to spend our every day in these three, four, five things, which will be of highest help. One is as much punya as possible, so that we get a good and better upadhis in our subsequent lives. जितना पुण्य करो उतना देखते जा. Just let us not just waste even a moment. Go on doing that punyadi. Then, as much as possible, positive qualities and values we have to develop in us, because they make life inner also very, what do you say, effortless and beautiful. And with all these positive values and gunas, everyone's cooperations we get from whomever we need. Especially, we'll be attracting the attention of the Guru, love of the Guru, kindness of the Gurus. And when there are a lot of Durguna, nobody cares us. Sadguna hai, values hai, then like Arjuna's values, Sadgunas. Dronacharya got attracted, so I'll make you the best. Isn't it? The gunas of Uddhava were again liked by Krishna. Therefore, Bhagavan said, I'll teach you all the Jnana Bhagavata 11th Skanda. So, Sadgunas attract the attention of the even Devatas also, Guru also. It becomes easier for them. They are also in search of such individuals to whom they want to give blessings, to whom they want to give guidance, and through whom they want to work also. The third one is important. The more sadgunas we have, the more divine expresses through us in serving the world. It's a beautiful experience. So sadguna avalambanam consciously. These are the gunas. So beautiful they are. And all Gita mein bataya exhaustively. 12th chapter, 13th chapter, 16th chapter, chapter 2, everywhere. So sadguna samuparjanam consciously. Adveshta sarvabhutanam, maitra, karuna, nirmama, nirahankara, all of them. Or amanitvam, adambhitvam ityadi. Or abhayam, satta samshuddhi, jnana yoga vyavastitihi. So many are told, isn't it? Accumulating those gunas consciously. Consciously. Punyam, lot of times we have done, but consciously doing. याद करके हर दिन अनेक अनेक पुण्य कर्म. Dana is the best of the punya karma, and it has 100 varieties. So many things we can do dana. Seva is another punya karma. कर सकते हैं. So too, the practice of the values helps us a lot. Third one is upasana. As much upasana we do to Ishvara and to the Guru, so much their blessings remove obstacles of many sorts en route to spiritual initiations, spiritual progresses. Maybe the vasanas, maybe samskara, maybe prarabdhas. So the Daiva Guru Upasana is so fantastic, so required. We ourselves have to do. Not get done through someone and give them money. That is generally we do some व्रत and all. करवाते हैं पंडित जी से, सबको बुलाकर आशीर्वाद दिलाते. Good. Not that only. But ourselves consciously देखो मैं इष्ट देवता गुरु महाराज आराम से वाला संकल्प लेकर पूजा. Lot of spiritual, the divine shaktis come to us, which are required. And in that, if we put the sankalpa for removing the thick layers of obstructions for our spiritually evolving life, उनके कृपा से वो बंधन छूट जाते हैं. All that. That is why the life has to be spent every day upasana. जितना हो सके उतना. These values and punya is, it has a different way of activities. Value is internal, becoming conscious of our antakarana and developing those values. Punyadi karma is outside with the things and beings. आओ कोई पंछी को खाना खिलाओ, ऐसे कोई जरूरत वाले बंदे को सब हेल्प किया, all of them consciously. Then the third one is actually we put the Bhagwan's idol and all. Every day we do that. Every day. शिव जी है आपके पसंद वाले, अभिषेकम बिल्वपत्रम और फ्लावर एंड नामस्मरण और अष्टोत्तर इत्यादि. कम से कम ये 20 मिनट, कम से कम 20-25 मिनट होना चाहिए. Then fourth one is what? Our Shastra Adhyayana. Every day. This is an important one. Shastra, that also Tattva Shastra. Because that alone reminds about the Parama Tattva as our goal. And this aspect that Parabrahma Tattva is a goal is so slippery that though we are spiritual, we miss that. We get lost in the Upasana Punya Karma and we get lost only in the Janma Marana, not in the Moksha. Isn't it? That's so many people are very good, very spiritual, but still they are only in the life limited only. Of Sukha Dukkha because of Punya Papa, because Tattva Shastras they are not studying. Therefore, Tattva Jnana is the HETHU for the Moksha. This thing is not strong in them. Because of which so many good things are done, good things are gained as a result, but not the ultimate. Everything gained through doing something ends one day, na? फिर से they are back to the one square one. That is why Tattva Shastra Adhyanam daily. In fact, that is main, in which Tattva Jnana is Moksha Hetu is being very strongly emphasized. We have to be convinced about it. Although the gaining of this Tattva Jnana, understanding it, trying to abide in the Tattva daily for some time on the Dhyana Avastha and maintaining it for the whole day, it's a many lives of maturity. Depending on where do we stand today, isn't it? Standing mainly in convictions. In the deep conviction है तो कहीं जाएंगे नहीं हम. We only sit for तत्व श्रवण, तत्व अध्ययन, तत्व चिंतन, तत्व ध्यान, तत्वानुभूति. But that thought is not so strong in us. That's why it takes time. Why? Because many other things, either they are there in the vasana rupa or they are there in the habits rupa. More than that, slightest hava ka jhoka in the form of any worldly invitation comes to us. First thing we forget is tattva and we run towards wherever we are invited or called. Whether it is people, whether it is शब्द स्पर्श रसगंध, ऐसे तुरंत भाग के जाते हैं. You know, that sthirata, dhirata is not. You know, the whole world will push me or whole world attract me. The whole world compel me. Yet, I won't deter from my tattva sadhana. These two again examples of Prahlada and Nachiketa are the best ones in this regard. नचिकेत जी को ना कुछ भी टेम्प्ट नहीं कर पाया, है ना। प्रहलाद जी को कुछ भी डरा नहीं पाया. These are two things, frightening or tempting, by which we go away from the conviction about the truth. They are of different metal and material. And to become like that, wherein everything we live for the sake of that, many, many lives. Again, depending on where do we stand now. We stand now in this so many things. And our very funniest nature and behavior is that the moment we enter into world, quickly we forget all spirituality there. 100% become spiritual, not knowing how many vasanas we create and all because of it. जितना तुरंत सत्संग साधना छोड़कर संसार में फंस जाते हैं, उतना तुरंत संसार को छोड़कर भगवान में नहीं आते. नाम भी याद नहीं आता भगवान का. उतना केयरलेस वी आर अबाउट आवर साधना एंड स्पिरिचुअलिटी. That is how each one grows through the stages. When it is said careless, it's not negative prayoga, but I mean, that's how we are. कोई प्रोग्राम में, फंक्शन में, कहीं भी गए मानो, ट्रैवल में, even an iota Bhagwan is not remembered. From this level to the next level, wherever I am traveling in car, बस भगवान का ही नाम सुनना. Where I am with the people also, whatever the minimum worldly work is required done, but I am with my own God. Isn't it? That is when, just like the samsara is so attached to samsara, a sadhaka has to be so attached to his sadhana. We have to reach to that stage. Thereafter only, lot of continuous efforts, then only the very subtle obstacles, they keep moving away, revealing the self to us. That is why Nirantara Shastra Adhyayana. And fifth one we can add if possible, some time, half an hour, 15 minutes of dhyana prakriya. Vedantika dhyana is Mahavakya Vicharana. And by that, ascertaining to ourselves that we are not this and we are that. If these five become our whole everyday schedule activity, it will be of utmost use. Punya karma, values, upasanas, shastra adhyanam, and also vicharana and dhyana. We have to somehow give time to them more and more. Thak gaye, thoda rest le lo. And anything which nullifies, cancels these things, when we are careful not to involve in them, that maturity also is of very good help. Having said so, now let us see today's Upanishad sometime. Om, Om, Om. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhetamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsa Rushibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyah. Om Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam Vishaje Bhavaroginam Gurave Sarvalokanam Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Krutau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah. Om Shruti Smriti Purana Namalayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Pada Shankaram Loka Shankaram. Om Sukrute Dhikrute Bahudha Bhavato Bhavita Samadarshana Lalasata Atidinamimam Paripalayamam Bhavashankara Deshikame Sharanam. Om Brahmanandam Paramasukhadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrusham Tattvamasya Laksham Ekam Nityam Vimalam Achalam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Triguణarahitam Sadgurum Tannamami Parambrahmane Shruti MAATRE Samastam Brahma Vidyacharya ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः। श्वेताश्वतर उपनिषदः आचार्येभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यमोदस्य अस्मिन् क्षणे एव सिद्धिद्वारा मोक्षप्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकहैन्दवसंस्कृतेः पुनरुत्थानजागरण विश्वव्याप्तिविश्वाध्यात्मिकप्रगति एकता पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अस्मिन् धर्मसंस्थापने कङ्कणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां निरन्तरदिग्विजयार्थम् अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्नमध्ये श्री कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आद्य शंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम अतः श्री कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषद आदिशंकर कृत मंगलाचरण श्लोकम् ओम नित्यानंदं निराधारं निखिलाधारमव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहम्। ओम अथ प्रथमोऽध्यायः शान्तिमन्त्रः। ओम सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ओम शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ओम अथ संबंध भाष्यम। Friends, this bhashyam, every sentence is so precious for us to understand, revel in it, and become deeply spiritual vasana yukta, samskara yukta vyaktitva. One of the things happen to us when we study Shastras continuously, along with listening. Like anything done, the same thing happens. The formation of those samskaras. So these bhashya, because so many quotes, all of them are given, they make our antakarna filled with those uh, thoughts, those vrittis, which is very healthy. After seeing in the first topic, what is our Swarupa Lakshana, how do we get bound, what is the liberation, how is the liberation, then for the moksha, Brahma Vidya required, and it is taught in the Upanishads. To substantiate it, from all Upanishads, quotes are given. Again, to substantiate the Brahma Vidya, Smruti quotation like Gita is given. Again, the Itihas. Now, as if it is not sufficient, what we saw yesterday is that Upanishad Shabda itself is coined as Upanishad Shabda because of the content which it is conveying. And that content which it is conveying is only the Vidya, and the consequence of it is the moksha. सो विद्या से मोक्ष मिलता है, इसलिए विद्या और मोक्ष दोनों को इंडिकेट करने वाले पद, वर्ड्स ब्रॉट टुगेदर, दैट बिकेम उपनिषद. Like in Sanskrit, all professions are named with the meaning only. Like Adhyapaka. Why do you call Adhyapaka? Because he does the Adhyapanam. He teaches. The way is called teach. Isn't it? Manarayana. So to, what do you call him? Bheshak doctor. Because by giving Bheshajam medicine, he cures our diseases. So to, what is the meaning of Upanishad? As I told you yesterday, as we saw, through that meaning, what is given, the content given in the Upanishad, that also revealed to us, and we are told for the sake of grasping of that content, that we have to study the Upanishad. Then only the Upanishad study is fulfilled and its purpose is also achieved. Okay, we will see that. Just listen consciously, it will be caught. He says, Kincha उपनिषद समाख्यया एव ज्ञानस्य एव परम पुरुषार्थ साधनत्वम अवगम्यते. Only the jnana gives the parama purushartha. What is parama purushartha? Shashvata moksha. The four purusharthas, dharma, artha, kama, moksha mein parama charma purushartha is the liberation, moksha. So jnanasya eva moksha sadhanatvam. Jnana alone is the sadhana, the cause for the moksha. This is understood by the definition or an explanation of the Upanishad mantra, Upanishad word also. So, kincha Upanishad samakhya eva, samyak akhya. By the proper definition of the Upanishad word also, jnanasya eva parama purushartha sadhanatvam avagamyate. Jnana is the only means for moksha, that is understood. Jnana is the only means for the ultimate purushartha moksha is driven to our heart. Tatahi. Now we are explaining Upanishad word. First we explain the word, then in the word the meanings of each of the word. It is a samagama conclave of 2 or 3 words. Upanishad. So उसका एक एक हम बताएंगे. पहले क्या है कि तथा ही उपनिषद इति. What is the meaning of Upanishad iti? Upa and ni and purvasya. Upa and ni are the purva, the upasargas, prefixes. Then upa and ni हो गया. बाकी बचा क्या है? शद. शद actually sad. Therefore sadehe, sadehe. Upa and ni are the prefixes. They have their meanings. We will explain. Sad is the third word. Upa, ni, sad. So sad is a word in Sanskrit. It has 3 meanings. Visharanam, Visharana, Gati, Avasadana, Arthasya. Sat is a dhatu which has got the Visharana as the meaning, Gati as the meaning, Avasadana as the meaning. Visharanam is loosening, Gati is reaching, Avasadana is destroying. Okay. So, Gati Avasadana Arthasya Rupam Achakshate. This is how the Upanishad is explained, the word. Now the explanation of these words. Okay. Now, Upanishad Shabdena, by the Upanishad Shabda, be attentive. Vyachikyasita Grantha. Vyachikyasita means that Grantha which we are going to comment. Vyachikyasita Grantha, and that book has got some subject matter to establish. That's called as Pratipadya Vastu Vishaya Vidya. So Upanishad is doing Pratipadanam of some Vastu. And that Vastu Pratipadanam is done by the Vidya. That Vidya is called as Upanishad. So Upanishad Shabdena, Upanishad का अर्थ क्या हुआ? व्याचिख्यासित ग्रंथ प्रतिपाद्य वस्तु विषया विद्या उच्यते. There is one vastu being established through Upanishad commentary. And that establishment of that vastu, be attentive, is not by doing something, going somewhere, etc. Only by Vidya. So उपनिषद में क्या है? एक वस्तु के बारे में विद्या है. And that vidya of that vastu is enough for giving the chaturtha purushartha moksha. Okay. Now, tadarthyat. Because of that thing, grantha api upanishadu. The word, the text is called as Upanishad. Why the text is called as Upanishad? Because in the text, a vidya is given about a vastu, having gained which the moksha purushartha is achieved. Okay. There is a vastu, when it is known, moksha is obtained. That vastu is explained. The vidya of that vastu is given in that text. Therefore, the text is named as Sad, but with the prefixes of Upa and Ni. Therefore, By following Upa and Ni, go to the Guru. From him, listen the Vidya, Sadwala. With that, Paramapurushartha, Moksha comes to you. So, Upa, Ni and Sad. The word is coined because of this meaning. Not just that उपनिषद कह दिया उसका कोई अर्थ नहीं है. No, no. व्याचिक्यासिद ग्रंथ प्रतिपाद्य वस्तु वेद्य विषय विद्या वस्तु विषय विद्या उच्यते तादर्थ्यात् ग्रंथ. That's why the Upanishad is grantha. Grantha is Upanishad. Upanishad is not the book, paper है वो तो. Upanishad is not the words. That is only language. Upanishad is not the meaning of those words. That is Nigantu. Vocabulary, dictionary. Through that, a vidya of a vastu is given, and that vidya of that vastu gives moksha. Therefore, studying Upanishads means getting moksha. If moksha is not gained, Upanishads adhyanam is not done. So, Upanishad is taught for the vidya of the vastu, that is Brahman, which gives moksha, Baba. We have to be very specific about it. Till the moksha comes, Upanishad has to be studied continuously. हाँ कोई कहता है मैं पढ़ लिया उपनिषद, मुक्ति हो गई क्या? नहीं, दिन पढ़ा नहीं तुमने. Anywhere, like I ate food, but hunger has not gone. You have not eaten. You only thought of eating the food. If you eat food, definitely the hunger will go. If you sleep well, the tiredness will go. So too, if Upanishad is studied, Brahma Vidya should be gained and Bandhana should go, Moksha should come. So this is how we are reminded. That is why in another Upanishad, Nayamatma Pravachanena Medhaya Labhya Na Bahuna Shrutena. That particular point is said for this reference only. Okay? We may say, I studied Upanishad, I taught Upanishad to many people, I gave lectures on it, I myself wrote so many commentaries. But did you get the moksha? Oh, pata nahi mila. So then you have misunderstood the whole purpose of Upanishad. It is not the intellectual knowledge, the purpose of Upanishad. It is finally mukti from all bandhana. And it is an anubhuti. And that comes through vidya. In Upanishad में वो आत्म विद्या ब्रह्म विद्या अनुभव रूपी दिया गया है. अनुभव पाने से उपनिषद पढ़ा है. We can claim. This is it. Then now the qualification. Yesterday we browsed through. We have not given sufficient time to study. Today we are explaining one by one. First thing, ye mumukshavaha. First we have to be mumukshu. I want to be freed from every of the bondage. Every of the bondage. Then he must know before that through Viveka that this upadhi tadatma is the bondage. So usse mukti chahne wala mumukshu. Ye mumukshavaha. It's the first qualification to study the Upanishad and blessed by the Upanishad. Ye mumukshavaha. Isn't it? And we have explained it. The meaning of the mumukshuta yesterday took sufficient time by giving some examples. Hunger is a bandhanam. Mumuksha, I want to be freed from that bandhanam. Then the sadhana is what for that? Eat food. So, moksha. Like that, hundreds of examples. But this hunger every 4 hours comes. So, the permanently I want to get rid of it. So, to all are temporary mumukshatas, how to achieve final moksha from all of them is the final mumukshata. Sri Ramji has got, we are seeing that. उनको देहतादात्म्य नहीं चाहिए, चित्ततादात्म्य नहीं चाहिए, तृष्णा नहीं चाहिए, about which we are very fond. He says they are all bandhana. मैं क्या करूं गुरु? Yesterday you see that as he was saying, like the elephant caught up in the daldal, I am caught up in this Dehatahanaatmya. You help me out. So too Adi Shankara Bhagavan. In my heart, so many durgunas are there. You just come hunt them and remove them. I want moksha from all this. So ye mumukshavaha. Final permanent moksha from all bandhana limitations. And always bandhana is to us because of the pancha upadhis. Annamaya, pranamaya, manomaya, vijnanamaya, anandamaya, kosha upadhis are the bandhana. They have come because of vasanas. Vasanas have come because of avidya. Therefore, main bandhana is avidya. उसके बाद वासना है. Because of the vasana, we are forced to be given, we are forcefully given these upadhis. And tadatmya with the upadhi, living only through the upadhi as upadhi, is a practical bandhana. The reasonal or the intellectual understanding of bandhana is avidya and vasana, ajnana and vasana. So, moksha means the one wants to get freed from this. Ajnana rupi bandhana, vasana rupi bandhana, upadhi tadatmya, and living life only as if I am upadhi. These bandhanas wants to get freed. He is called as mumukshu. So, ye mumukshu bhava. Then, first thing, mumukshu hone ke baad, second one, drushta anushravika vishay vitrushnaha santaha. They have to be vitrushnaha. Drushta anushravika vishay vitrushna. इसको ना एक एक सेंटेंस को दसों रूप में बता सकते. In so many ways they have to be explained. If we touch it, then again it's a lengthy thing. 2 or 3 meanings we tell. One is grossest meaning. What is that? Vitrushna means Vigata Trushna means there is no Trushna, no desire. For what? Drushta Anushravika Vishaya. Towards all the Vishayas which are heard by the ears, which are seen by the eyes. दुष्टा आंखों से देखा, कान से सुनने वाले विषयों के प्रति तृष्णा नहीं होना. That is वैराग्य. सेकंड क्वालिफिकेशन. इसका दूसरा अर्थ क्या है कि whatever drushta by the eyes, whatever shruta from the ears, be attentive. They are not considered as the vishayas to be involved in. That is the meaning of vishaya vitrushna. And like when you go to any hardware shop, let us say, कोई नल का टूट गया टैप, to buy that you go. Anything, one example came. So there are 500 items are displayed. Do you have any vishayatva to any of those objects? जिसके लिए गए वो नल का ले लेंगे. शॉप को जाने के लिए कुछ एग्जाम्पल चाहिए ना कुछ, इसलिए हमने कहा नल खरीदने गए. But those are all, you are seeing them, drushta, but it is not creating vishayatva in me. I don't even look at them, remember them, think about them, inquire about them. कोई जरूरत ही नहीं. Isn't it? So don't allow the vishayatva happening in the chitta about anything when it enters our chitta through eyes or the ears. Okay? Like through the ears also. तो रेडियो वगैरह लगा बेचने वाले चिल्लाते हैं, ये बेच रहे वो बेच रहे. तो through ear you are listening, but that is no vishayatva created in our heart about it, that it is a purchasable thing or consumable thing वगैरह. विषय तो बनता ही नहीं आपको. Like when you have taken your own package of food while traveling in train, so many लोग खाना बेचने लाते. You don't even listen. Listen मतलब साउंड तो कान में जाता है, but the विषयत्व is not formed. Second thing it is. Third in what? कि There is no Vishaya. Everything is Mithya only, projected. That is called as Vitrusna ke three stages. First, not having desire for them. Second, not having Vishayatva from them. For them. Third one is they are not even there. They only Mithya. In this way, Dushtanushraka Vishaya Vitrushnaha Santaha. Done. Third, now, such people, carefully sunna, Upanishad Shabdita Vidyam. In the Upanishadic mantras, there are Shabdas. Those Shabdas are teaching the Vidya. उस विद्या को तन्निष्ठतया तत् निश्चयेन. Tannishtataya means with the nishtha that I will gain that knowledge. For that I will stay with the Guru as long as possible. With that nishtha, we sat there, we stayed there, we went on listening. One day we clearly understood. That understanding called is nischayena. Tannishtataya, nischayena. It has two levels. What is that? निष्ठाते से निश्चय पूर्वकता से बैठकर सीखना from the Guru. Second thing is important. With the same nishtha and nischaya, whatever the vidya gained from that Guru, who taught that vidya through the words of the Upanishads. Upanishad में vidya है ना. Upanishad is the vidya. Upanishad is Shabdas. Shabda is containing Vidya. That Vidya with Nishtha and Nischaya, we wanted to learn and stayed with Guru. And with Nishtha and Nischaya, clearly we learned. But more important than these two is Nishthataya Nischayana Shilayanti. That is a crucial word in this explanation. Shilayanti means who make that Vidya as their own self, their own character, their own, it become one with that. Means become practical about it. Nishthataya Nischayana Shilayanti. If they really do, Ishilayanti means exactly with same nishtha as told by the doctor. When the medicine is taken and precautions are taken, that's called as nishthataya nischayena shilayanti. There are two things. With nishtha and nischaya, I go to the doctor. That from him, I get the prescription. Then once he gives prescription, again same nishtha nischaya will be there for shilayanti to take that medicine and precautions. Then just with that Nishchaya and Nishtha, with the doctor and his prescription, our disease goes away. We become healthy. Here also, with Nishtha and Nishchaya, when we go to the Guru, with Nishtha and Nishchaya, when we get the Vidya taught through the Upanishadic words by the Guru, and with same Nishtha and Nishchaya, when we do the Shilayanti, practice of it. That word Shilayanti is specifically used. वो हमारा शीला, वो हमारा character होना चाहिए. We should become one with it. Kurvanti can be said. Kurvanti is करेंगे तो. अब कुर्वंती ऐसे कि कब करो या ना करो. But शीलयंती means it has become, you are become one with it. वो मेरा character हो गया. That is why शीलयंती word use किया कहने को it has to be one with you. And to them, what is the result? As the result of medication with the doctor. The result is what? Tesham one. Avidyadehe samsara bijasya visharanat. We are in samsara. For it, there is a bija. That is called avidya. That avidya will go slowly visharan hone lagta hai. Okay. Whenever we say avidya, we should say avidya kama karma. Or whenever we say avidya, then I am jiva asmi, jagat satyam asti, then that's jagat mama asti. These are all notions strongly born out of the avidya. This avidya janita samsara with its karana vidya, it becomes a visharanat. What is visharanat mean? Vinashat. That slowly gets even destroyed only. Visharana and vinasha only. This is the first result of the Upanishad Vidya learning. संसार का बीज रूपी अविद्या का विसरण विनाश होना. Second is what? Parabrahma gamayatrutvāt. Parabrahma gamayatruta means, gamana means avagamanam tadatmyam. It slowly makes us understand, makes us identify ourselves with our real essential nature, which is Parabrahma. So therefore, Sad Dhatus out of three meanings. First meaning is Visharana explained. Sad means Visharana. Visharana किसका होता है? ये उपनिषद को पढ़ने से. Of the samsara bija called avidya. Sad dhatu has another meaning, gati, gamanam. Gamanam किसमें होता है? ब्रह्म गमनम. Here gamanam means understanding, avagamanam कहते हैं उसको, and identifying with it. Oh, really I am this. But this will happen to whom? Shilayanti. Tanishtataya nishchayena ye shilayanti tesham. For them only these three results will come. First is samsara bijasya avidya, avidyaya visharanam, avidyade samsara bijasya visharanam. Second is parabrahma gavaitritva. As I am going nearer to Brahma Tattva in my identity, I am no more Jiva. And to the Jiva only, all Janma Varna they are there. They all will go away. That is why, what is the third meaning of the word Sad? Avasadhana. Here, Avasadhana again is also meaning destruction. वो क्या हो कि गर्भ जन्म जरा मरण आदि उपसाद उपद्रव अवसादयितृत्वात्. All these upadravas, dangers, risks, problems, miseries called as garbha, janma, jara, marana. ये सब, the one who considers himself to be the jiva, to them these are all there. To the Brahman they are all not there. And he has become one with Brahman because Brahma Gamaitrutat. Because I am Brahman, all these upadravas, tensions, worries, anxieties. Upadrava means, all these calamities. नेचुरल उपद्रव होते हैं, मनुष्य मेड उपद्रव होते हैं. सो गर्भ जन्म जरा मरणादि उपद्रव अवसादयितृत्वात् उपनिषद समाख्यया. Because of these also, the meaning of the Upanishad word with that also api Upanishad samakhyaya api anyakrutat param shreyah iti. That moksha rupi parama shreya is obtained through this vidya, which is not possible by anything else. Iti Brahma Vidya Upanishad uchyate. That is why the Upanishad is called as Brahma Vidya. Or Brahma Vidya is given in the Upanishad. Or why the word Upanishad is called Upanishad? Because it is giving the Brahma Gamanam, Brahma Vidya, because of which this avidya, which is the bija of samsara, that is going away. And the samsara called as janma maranadi also are going away. Therefore, the simple thing is, Upanishad is giving Brahma Vidya is giving moksha. Therefore, study the Upanishad and practice it, get the moksha, Brahma Vidya, and get liberated. There is no other way, there is no other option. That is how this is beautifully explained. After saying so, now mind you, these are all has to be internalized. Remember that Sad Dhatu has got Visharana Gati Avasadhana. Then the Visharana is Avidya Visharanam, Gati is Brahma Gamanam, Avasadhana is Garbha Janma Jara. That will happen. If we Nishtataya Nishchayena Shilayant. Here Shankara Bhagavan has left it for our understanding. He did not specifically mention how we have to go to the Guru and stay there with surrender and devotion and all of that are all included in these two words of Nishtataya Nishchayana. Isn't it? So the main thing is Sad Dhatu से क्या बताया गया? Visharana-gati avasadhana. And this Upanishad is teaching Brahma Vidya. So the Brahma Vidya is doing this work of Sad. Sad is Visharana-gati avasadhana. And specific clarity भी है उसमें. विशरण हो रहा है संसार का, गति हो रहा है ब्रह्म विद्या का, और अवसाधन हो रहा है संसारों के दुख का. That is called moksha. Therefore, Brahma Vidya gives moksha. Brahma Vidya is taught with Upanishad. Study Upanishad, get Brahma Vidya and get mukti. That is what it is. There is no other way than this. Now, after this, a question is asked by Nanu Maharaj. He says, Nanu, भवेद एवं उपनिषद आरंभ यदि विज्ञान से एवं मोक्ष साधनत्वं भवेत्. Okay, we will start the study of Upanishad if there is no second alternative other than the Upanishad Vidya for moksha. ऐसी तो बात नहीं है. न च एतदस्ति. There is not like that. What is then? Karmanam api moksha sadhanatva avagamat. Through karma also moksha can be gained. I will give you two quotations. Then Guru Maharaj, Adi Shankara Siddhanti, goes on explaining so much of the quotations again to prove that no, not by karma, only by the jnana, moksha comes. That portion we'll study tomorrow. Okay. Om 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 Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamada Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Paramarshibhyo Parabrahmane Shruti MAATRE Tatsat Brahma. हाँ, रिकॉर्डिंग बंद करो.